Welcome. In this video, we will take a deep dive into the automated Oracle migration, using IT-Conductor. By the end of this video, you will be familiarized with the process definition developed to migrate Oracle from on-prem to the cloud. Let's get started. This is the process definition for migrating Oracle from on-prem to Azure. As you can see, we have different activities in this process definition, like the Azure activity, Ansible activity, and the procedural activities that support running PL SQL scripts in IT-Conductor. These activities are connected in such a way that it resembles the manual processing of the Oracle migration. To give you a glimpse of what makes up a Terraform activity, let's take a look at this one. Here is where you define the Terraform script from the Git repository. When you click Go to Git, you will be redirected to the Git repository where the Terraform script is located. We also have a placeholder for storing the Terraform state, which is an essential building block of every Terraform project, as it acts as a database for your configurations. So, when the Terraform activity is initiated, the Terraform state gets saved in this object. Now, let's take a quick look at an Ansible activity. Here, you can see that it is also associated with a script from Git. So, when you click Go to Git, you will be redirected to the Ansible script from our Git repository. Ansible also consists of configurations. When you navigate to this page, you would see the configurations to install Oracle and patch Oracle to Azure. We can modify these configurations as required. A process can also contain subprocesses, which is a complete process in itself, further containing activities and subprocesses of its own. Let's take a look at this primary server setup, for example. You can see that if we further drill down, you would see multiple activities inside it. The Get Database Log Mode activity is a SQL activity. This activity runs to know the status of the log mode and stores it in the object itself. If there's an archive log, it goes through this path. Else, it goes through this other path until it ends. Another type of activity that we have here is what we call the procedural activity. This activity can run the PL SQL script using IT-Conductor. In a nutshell, the process definition initially provisions the virtual machine in Azure, installs Oracle, patches the Oracle, sets up the Oracle DB on-prem for the migration, and then sets up the Azure again, enables the broker on both sides, and then finally installs the app server in Azure. Now, to start the migration process, you can click the Run Instantiate button here. You can also schedule it to run at a specified date and time. But for the sake of this video, let's go ahead and start the process, using the Run Instantiate button. You can type in the activity name here. Let's say Migrate Oracle to Azure. And the description here. For the sake of this demo, let's just type in the same. Context is the configuration for the process definition, which we can select during runtime. The process definition for the Oracle migration does not have configuration at the process definition level, so we are not choosing one here. Owner is the user account on behalf of whom the process will use to run. And removal age is the removal time for the instantiated object to get deleted automatically. Then click the icon here to initiate the execution. A message box will then appear to notify you that the process definition has been created. Let's click the activity link just so I can show you how it runs in the background. Then click this icon so you can see the process definition running in real time. Notice that each of the activities are colored, and each of these colors indicate their real-time statuses. Green indicates that the process has completed successfully. Orange signifies that an activity is starting. So here, let's try to click the activity, navigate to General, and then you can see the status here. Now, notice how the color of the Provision Azure VM activity changed to yellow. This signifies that the activity is now in progress. For the other activities that has not started yet, expect to see the color blue. And if in case a specific activity fails to run successfully, you can see the activity in red. Now, let's check in Azure while the process is running, so you can see the initial state for comparison after the process execution completes. If you need to pause this video later on to compare, you may freely do so. Going back to IT-Conductor, you can see that the log got updated. It's a self-refreshing log, so you don't need to refresh the platform just to see the updates. Here, you can see that the resources have started to get provisioned. So going back to Azure, you can see over here that a new resource group has been created, and here, you can see that the resources are getting provisioned. The process will take some time to complete. So let's skip the waiting time and fast forward to the next activity, which is the Oracle installation. These are the resources that were provisioned in which we need to install and patch Oracle. As you can see, the status is orange, and ready state means that we are preparing the gateway for Git. By the way, take note that we don't install Ansible in the gateway. We only use portable Ansible. Again, here is where you can see the execution logs that is refreshed automatically. Also, if you click on this Playbook Tasks icon, you can see the individual tasks. And as you further drill down, you can see the individual task details here, including the task messages, the exceptions, the output, the timestamps, etc. While waiting for the activities to complete, let me just show you that the Terraform state file is captured like I mentioned earlier. You can modify the script and run it again if, for example, you like to add more resources in your existing infrastructure. Another interesting part here that I also mentioned earlier is how the Get Database Log Mode activity gets the log mode and stores the status as an output, so we can use it for conditional workflows, like what we have here. Notice that the activities in this path are all green, because the output in the Get Database Log Mode activity meets the condition in this side of the workflow. And here, you can see the activity as red, since this condition is false, and this one is blue, because it was not processed. Now, let's fast forward to the completion of all the activities. As you can see here in Azure, all resources have already been deployed. So, to verify, let's log in. Then issue this command. If there are logs, that means Oracle is already active in that instance. You can also verify using these commands. And here you can see that we can already connect to the Oracle Database Assist DBA. Data migration has never been this easy. Do you want to learn more? Feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you.